IHP goes out to mostly naturopathic doctors, chiropractors, and medical doctors.
It's a publication geared towards physicians. It also reaches, or complementary healthcare providers. So it also reaches chiropractors, which more and more chiropractors are getting an interest in application of clinical nutrition, so we think it's a pretty valuable tool for them. We also reach a lot of licensed herbalists and practitioners of traditional Asian medicine, etc. So any sort of individual in the healthcare field actively managing patients would be someone the publication is geared towards.
It's not just naturopaths. We have people with PhDs who are writing, we have medical doctors on it as well, so we see all perspectives. So that's why it's integrated healthcare practitioner. It's not just naturopathic medicine.
I love the different viewpoints. There are medical doctors, there are chiropractors, there are naturopathic doctors who have written for this magazine. And there are different viewpoints on how to come about helping patients. It's really exciting.
Well, I love the collaborative articles where more than one kind of practitioner writes. So they work together to tell the world that this is how two professionals can work together. We've had many MDs, many NDs, many scientists that contributed to the magazine, and they kind of start this wave that the next generation of NDs would be working with others. And I think it's kind of setting that standard.
Healthcare practitioners from different fields contributing to this magazine and really helping to integrate healthcare.
The magazine has been able to identify that integrated healthcare and many of our naturopathic principles are not A, the stakeholders of just quacks, B, the stakeholders of just naturopathic doctors, that it is an evidence-based form of treatment that medical doctors, naturopathic doctors, chiropractors can all equally share in. The future of healthcare must be integration. It's a breakdown of our territoriality, and this is the only legitimate journal that is bringing that awareness.
Integrated health is the way of the future. I think naturopathic doctors and family doctors and specialists working side by side provides a real continuum of choice for patients. And really, it's all about patient-centered care.
It's tremendous the way that it brings together stories of how practitioners are working together to deal with some of the biggest healthcare challenges. These are great stories to have about success in the integration of healthcare.
We need to be very credible in this profession. We have to raise the standards, that people have to understand that we have to do research to prove that these products are efficacious and they're safe. And by having a magazine like that for practitioners, it allows us to be peer-reviewed and bring out the actual clinical research that proves that these supplements work.
I've written many articles for IHP, and I think it's a great way for me to get research out there to the naturopathic community because the research is growing.
And if you look at the magazine, we actually have monographs. And monographs, as you look at all the scientists around the world, when you look at monographs, you're able to see they're actually double-blind, clinical, placebo, crossover trials, and that's what I like, the research behind the magazine, as well as the variety of all these doctors who are writing, and some are actually naturopathic doctors.
Well, first we try to reach naturopaths with clinically relevant guidelines they can use. Not guidelines, but suggestions. So to give them the academic support for the things they recommend, right? They receive a lot of just verbal information here and there, and we make the effort to assimilate the science for them. Say, here's your basis for why you would consider this or this strategy. We also aggressively try to reach conventionally trained physicians, and our message to them really is, hey, we're here. And at the same time, we showcase medical doctors who themselves start using complementary medicines in practice, and we think that sends a really powerful message to conventionally trained physicians. Hey, your own colleagues have tremendous interest in this discipline of medicine, so it's time to expand your horizons and take a look at the science as it exists in this area.
We have so many writers now and so many people contributing so many amazing articles because now it's catching on, which is why it's going to be on PubMed, which is Universal Database for Medical Research, which is a huge step for that publication.
It's perfect. It really is. In my opinion, it is. It's truly well integrated.